All right, guys. So we tried to come to the track. Well, we're actually at the track right now after fixing all the boost leaks. We've had really crappy weather in Wisconsin for the last couple of weeks, and intermittent rain and kind of just garbage on and off. So we decided we're going to try to make it down because it's like high of 68 today, and it showed 15% chance of rain in Union Grove at Great Lakes Dragway. So we decided to try to take a chance on it and come down here, and it rained. So contacted Great Lakes Dragway on Facebook. They said it was dry. Even at like 4:30 it was still dry, and then like sometime after 5 o'clock it rained. So we ended up pulling in around 6, and they're trying to dry the track right now, and we still got drifting going on. The rain apparently helps with that, so that's good. And I don't know if we're going to be able to get the track dry enough. There's like 3 people here, I think, that are actually trying to drag race, but I don't know if it's smart to actually try to do it. And like the guy up there said too, he's like, I wouldn't take it down the track if I had any kind of power. And the sun's not out to dry the track, so they're just trying to air dry with a blower on the track. We do got drifting going on, so we might watch some of that and try to make a day of it.
Yeah.
Because we drove like 3 hours to get here. We were going through Milwaukee traffic at like 5 o'clock, and it took us a long time to get here. So don't want to completely waste like 7 hours of the day in renting the trailer and getting rained on. This is kind of what we got here. I got the truck on the trailer. I'm not even going to pull it off until they say it's ready to go. And then we got one car over there. That's Nelson. He's actually local to us. And then we got some drift cars. So not a whole lot of people here. And I do have a sock on my camera, so hopefully we can reduce some of the wind noise, and we'll try to get some drifting. This is like an epic failure of a day. We got like 20-mile-an-hour wind right into the camera. Good stuff, good stuff. We are definitely the next largest automotive YouTube channel to exist by tomorrow. Subscribe because you feel sorry for us. Alright guys, we're calling it. We're gonna go home. It's like a little after 7. They're still trying to dry stuff down. They close at 9. They don't have the tree up or anything yet. So it's probably gonna be like at least another half hour, 40 minutes before they would even start. And then like I said, it's probably not even a good day to try to race anyways, especially trying to run the track on the most power that I've ever ran the truck on. So I don't feel like it's a good idea. We're gonna go home. We got about a 2.5, 3 hour drive back home. We're gonna hit a Taco Bell. He's excited about the 3-hour drive.
Oh, nice.
So we're just gonna go instead of waiting longer and then leaving at 9 o'clock. I also leave for work at 4 o'clock in the morning, so if we were to leave at 9, I wouldn't get home and get the trailer dropped off till like probably 1:30 in the morning, and then leave for work at 4. So we're just gonna head home. All right, so we made it out to Great Lakes Dragway. It's a little windy, it's a little cold. It's like 45 degrees today. Warming up the truck right now. Already went through tech, and there's 4 people here, so we should be able to get some passes. The tune is the exact same as it was when I left it last time. We'll see how it does. All right, so all strapped in. Let's go. Coolant temp actually took a little while to come up to temp. The truck is facing into the wind, so it actually took a while to come up. It's pretty cold today. And this will probably be the last day of the year regardless. We'll pull right up and I'm going to try out the right lane. Go around the water box here and back in. Good pass. 28 pounds down the track. Yeah, that one felt pretty good. So it surged a little bit on the, like, I don't know, in the first 8th mile. It was at like 19, and then it surged a little bit up and down, like 27 down to 19. And then it came up to 28, and it stayed there. So, if anything, it might be a good mile an hour. I don't know if it'll be a best pass, but with that little surge. But that was a good start. Felt like a decent 60 foot. 17 pounds of coolant pressure. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. But that was definitely, I mean, at least on the back half, that was the most boost the truck's ever run. But I wonder what that little surge was in the beginning. I did get a data log. That's always good. Didn't break anything. That's always gooder. I hope my son was able to get an outside shot. I drove up there kind of fast. I don't know if he was able to get the outside video or not.
Wow, yeah, it looks like it needs to go down. Maybe that's just motivation. You know, it's driven on the street. At 150 miles an hour. Wow.
Sun's giving me a thumbs up. All right. 940 at 150 with a 1.5 60 foot. So that's a good start. 620 to the 8th, 118 to the 8th. All right, so it did hold 28 pounds on the back half. It surged quite a bit in the beginning. And it did like a 1 to 3 shift because of the surging. So down track at 80, or down track at 28 pounds, it was commanding 54% duty cycle. So I should be able to add that into my little table, and I'll try to make it a little softer. It just came up really fast on boost, and then it overcorrected. So, okay. I'm gonna taper the boost in a little bit slower. The leaf actually didn't really spin. It had a little bit of an uptick in the wheel speed. So it was happy with the 1.5. I'm gonna try to sit on the 2-step a little bit longer. I might turn the 2-step up a little bit to make a little bit more, because it left on 5.5 pounds. And if I can get it to stick on leaving on like 6 or 7 pounds, that would be a good thing. And then if this thing doesn't oscillate and then give me a weird gear change, then should be good if I can get a clean pass with a 1, 2, 3 shift and a good leave. I also still do have the sandbags in the back of the truck. I put some sandbags in one of the last track days. So I have about 130 pounds of dirt and some sandbags in the bed of the truck. So we'll see how this does, and then I'll take that stuff out and see if I can get a good pass without that in there.
Fastest vehicle we got on the premises today. Check this thing out. Dying to know what's under the hood. He's got get that thing in the 8s today. 914 at 151 miles an hour.
And it was like 29. It was like tickling 29 most of the pass. The leaf felt pretty good though. Maybe a 1.4. I tried to stay in the burnout a little longer than I normally would. Tried to just hold my foot in the same spot and do a long burnout. So check the tire pressure. It was at like 15 when I started, but it's really cold outside today. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out and check that coolant pressure. It's still at 30. 9.1 at 151.
Good job.
Thanks. Yeah, 9.1, 151, 590 to the 8th. 1.460 foot. So we're rolling, boys. We're getting close. I gotta check this coolant pressure issue. I did fill it up like to the tippy top right before I came here, which was maybe dumb, but we'll see what's going on. Hopefully it didn't spit anything. All right, guys, so I found it's making more power now, so it's also trying to shift higher. So it was going 1.3 because it was trying to shift at 7,300, where before it was shifting at 6,900, and then it would go 1, 2, 3. So basically, because it's shifting, trying to shift 300 RPM higher now because it's making more power, it's falling to the 2-3 shift command and then shifting into third. So I brought the 1-2 shift command 250 RPM sooner, added 2% more to duty cycle. Fueling looked good, added 50% more to the leave, or 50 RPM more to the leave, and then I took the sandbags out of the back. So if all that stuff works out, it should be a 8-second pass this time. Should be back in the 8s, baby.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we said the goal for today is get it back in the 8s and then we're gonna go home, right?
Yeah, at least 2 passes of the 8s then.
Oh, 2 passes?
2 passes.
Okay, we gotta back it up apparently. Yeah, and hopefully did puke into the catch can a bit. Catch can was like full, but it could have been puking like the other pass. I'm wondering if it's loading it too much because it's shifting 1, 2, or 1, 3. I wonder if that was hurting it or not good for it. So hopefully that was a fluke. My catch can was also, or my oil catch can was also full, but I've never emptied it since I started this build. So that I think is why it might have been a little squirrely on the brakes on the way back, because it was definitely spitting some oil. So So hopefully those two things aren't correlated, that it has high coolant pressure and spitting out of the catch can. And that was just a fluke. But we will see. Getting all situated here. My favorite part about doing all of this and getting all strapped in is when I reach for my keys and they're in my pocket. And then I have to undo everything. And I do it almost every time I go to the track. All right, so duty cycle was at 57. It was just pegged at 57 the whole pass. So I went up to 57. And then I have it adjusted back down to like 50, then 40 if it overshoots. So we'll see. We want to tickle 30. We want to go 30. Still at 80% duty cycle on the injectors also. I'm tingly. I'm tingly.
I don't know who built this thing, but this is a wicked race car truck thing, vehicle.
I'm tingly in the good places right now. Boys, that one felt good. That one felt real good. Yeah, that was over 30 pounds of boost, guys. That was kind of what I wanted to see. So, and it was holding over 30. Oh man, that felt special. Yeah, whatever it was, I don't even care, because that one felt real good. All right, yeah, we're back to good coolant pressure. So I burped that catch can, and yeah, we're back to normal coolant pressure. It hit like 17 at the peak of the pass, so wonderful. Oh man, I like legit, guys, I'm not joking when I say I'm tingly. My arms are like, ooh, arms and legs. Maybe I just have my straps too tight. That's probably what it is. That had to be an 8 though. That had to be an 8. See if I get another thumbs up from my son. Like that they announced fastest car on the property too. That's pretty cool. I can only do that when there's 3 cars here though, so, but I'll take it. Oh, he's giving me the side thumb. Oh, he's messing with me. Oh no, oh, no way. What? Oh, 153, a 9.0 at 1, no way.
What?
A 9.001 at 153.5. Man. All right, so just looked over the slip a little bit more. It was a 9.001, and the best pass on the truck so far is the 897, but it went a 144 60 foot, and I want to say the best 60 foot was like a 137. So it's almost like a 10th off to the 60 foot, but only like 3/100ths different on the ET, which you can definitely see it in the mile an hour. Adding that boost. It's not actually. Let me close this log. We'll kind of look everything over. He said he says before, he's like, oh, you did good, but you got to do better. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck in this place forever.
I didn't say forever. I said until you get an 8.
Which could be forever. Alright, so looking at this log, it still went, it still did a 1, 2, 3 shift. It shifted like a couple hundred RPM sooner, but it still just went 1, 3 right away. So yeah, actually looking pretty decent. And 11-2 air-fuel ratio, so I could probably lean it out a little bit. Peak of 31.5 pounds. And it was pretty much above 30 like all of third gear. So I don't think I want to change the boost much. I just want to get it to shift right. So we'll do that. Alright, so I leaned the fuel out like a couple tenths, so not much. And I set the shift point. I think I went like another 200 RPM earlier on the 1-2, and then I actually went a little later on the 2-3. So earlier on the 1-2, later on the 2-3, just to separate them a little bit more. And it's only dropping like 700 RPM on the shift now, instead of, I want to say it was dropping like 900 before. So I think once we get these shift points dialed back in, it should be a little quicker. Burnout. God damn it! This truck is so fast. Jesus Christ. Oh. I actually did the 1-2-3 shift now. Now we'll see how it goes. Like it was, I guess, 2 miles an hour faster, but I feel like I would have expected a little more going from 25 pounds to 30. But you know, maybe the timing isn't right, because I'm just kind of guessing on the timing. I think I put like 14 in it. So maybe going from like 25 pounds at 18 degrees to 30 at 14 is not increasing power that much. Oh man, they just said so close again. 153 again. 144 60 foot. I heard the announcer say, man, that thing is so close to being in the 8s. Alright guys, so I changed the shift points again. It shifted at like 3,800 that time, and then it still went to third right away. So what I did now is I made the 1-2 shift earlier and then the 2-3 shift later again. So the 2-3 shift command is higher than when the 1-2 shift happens. So hopefully that's enough separation. It's only dropping like 700 RPM, so it shouldn't drop too far. It shouldn't drop, you know, below 6,000 or too far below 6,000. And I think that's probably been happening since I switched to V3, and I didn't notice it because I thought it was happening because of the traction control. So this whole time that I've been fighting this like traction control, shifting 1, 2, 3 and lifting, it's actually been doing that the whole time, because I have traction control totally off right now. And it's still doing it. So I probably just didn't notice it because I thought it was traction control that was causing it. And I also added 2 degrees of timing up top, and same boost, and 1 more pound of boost on the leaf. So I added like 1 degree above 6,000 and 2 degrees above 6,500. Because I looked at the log and 30 pounds was only at like 13.5 degrees. So I have it at like 15 now, 15.5, 16-ish. That sounds totally stupid to me. Only 32 or only 13 degrees at 32 pounds. So I'm gonna hit the right lane again. I looked through all the slips and the right lane was faster. So I'm gonna hit the right lane again. Was blew a coupler maybe. Like a coupler. My son's giving me thumbs up, so that's good. And I feel like it cut out before the line. Thank you. 886 at 145. It definitely cut out before the line then. 145 with a 1460 foot, 570 to the 8th at 126. So yeah, definitely cut out before, definitely cut out before the line because it was down like 8 miles an hour, so something's up. Wonder if I blew that coupler off. Well, I had a cap on here, a little rubber vacuum cap, so that must have been what the pop noise was. It probably just had enough pressure and boom, popped that. So everything seemed like it was running fine. I just heard it pop and I lifted, so I'm gonna try to find a way to plug that thing and then we'll maybe try to back it up and then go home. All right, so hopefully this will be the last pass. I did find a way to plug that hole. I ran a bolt into it with a big washer on the end, so it shouldn't get sucked in or whatever. But I'll see if we can at least run it out all the way and maybe back up the 8. That'd be ideal, then we can go home. Sounds like the track guys are wanting to get out of here too. It's cold and there's only like a couple people here. It's me and like 2 other cars, so I think they're wanting to get out of here too. So told them we'd be gone within the hour. You know, kind of cool that they actually will stay open and there's only a couple people here. I'm sure they're not making any money on us today. So it's nice to be able to get that and actually have a decent track to work with. Just throwing some water down for me. I'm gonna try to go off to the side right in the glue. That had to be a good one. It was coming up on boost real slow though. That was odd. That was weird. Yeah, and it seemed like it made the boost slow, so I feel like it might have been a slow 60 foot. Watch it be a 9001 again. Alright, so hopefully that was an 8 also. Don't care what it was, 8 something. then we can get out of here. Back it up, back-to-back 8s. Still running, no whammies. Coolant pressure is a little high, 25. So I'll see if my son gives me a thumbs up again. I almost don't know if I like when he gives me a thumbs up or not, because then it like ruins the anticipation of seeing the slip, but maybe it doesn't ruin it, but at least I know ahead of time. He's excited, he's having fun, so that's really all I care about. He's come here with me 3 times now, and hasn't really been very fun for him. He's just out in the cold shooting videos, and he hasn't complained once, so he's still enjoying it. Oh, he gave me a thumbs down.
Done then?
What?
Done?
Yeah, I can be done. 9-1, yeah, it was real slow to the 60 foot. Oh, but it went 154.
Too fast this time?
Hold on. Can I go one more?
I'll shoot.
Right now.
Go.
Let's try to raise my rev limiter a little bit. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Raise the RPM a little bit. See if I can get that 60 foot back. It was really slow to build boost. And that's probably why it went 1.5, but it went 154. So we'll see how this goes. Hot lapping without shutting the truck off. I've never done that before. So whatever happened, it was real slow. That's why I think that's why it was slower. Get it? Slower? That's why it was slower? Don't know how to talk because I can't think right now. But yeah, it felt lazy on the leave. Felt lazy on the leave again. It's not building boost so fast. I think it hit the coolant pressure cut. Wonder if I biffed a head gasket or something. That sucks because it hit the cut right before the line again.
What's the fastest you run today?
What?
What's the fastest you ran today?
880.
80. 9.1.
Thank you. Yeah, slow 60 foot.
Well, I wish you got that 8.8.
Whatever, my transmission's just getting hot. My transmission's at 170 right now. 590, 9.1. Still with almost a 1.6 60 foot, a 1.56. Yeah, my coolant pressure is climbing a bit. And I think it hit the coolant pressure cut. I think that's what that cut was.